I promise you the next video is not about a rock or a chicken or anything like that. Or maybe it is. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not quite sure what to make a video on today. I have my video, the Tamagotchi. How could I say no? Yes, I have bought a Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi, we all remember the Tamagotchi, right? This is the reason no one has an attention span. It's the original reason nobody has an attention span. Before TikTok, before doom scrolling, before the 4-hour binge of Instagram Reels, there was this. The microphone is all the way over here. I'm so sorry. Maybe you can actually hear me now. This was essentially a virtual pet. Nobody wanted responsibility. Everybody wanted a pet. It's a bit like the pet rock. So I am actually excited to open this. I'm not going to lie. Don't worry. It's not just one random video and then I'm going to leave it to die forever. My other half actually wants it. So it's a win-win situation. There's a book. There's instructions. You don't need instructions for a Tamagotchi. It's like instructions for a video game. You don't want that. So here we are, the Tamagotchi. I got a nice pink one because it's pink. Who doesn't like pink, man? Tamagotchi, or as it's translated, Egg Watch, is a brand of handheld digital pets created in Japan. And believe it or not, it's owned by Bandai Namco. It was released in Japan in '96 and then released in the United States in '97 and became one of the biggest toys of the '90s and early 2000s. And almost 100 million units have been sold worldwide since its release. I had one of these when I was little. I don't remember anything about it. I remember having it for maybe a week, but I think mine was broken because every time I switched it back on, it was still alive. And I'm told they're supposed to die after a while. Mine just didn't. It lived forever. Like Madonna. I still haven't opened it. As you can see, it is brand new. We have the emotion of opening a new Tamagotchi. How cool is that? Does that mean the washing's ready? So as it stands at the moment, there's this mushroom egg thing jumping around on my screen. It's the actual egg. It's supposed to hatch. Okay, cool. Right. Off we go. How do I hatch the egg? It's not egging. Hatch, damn it. What does this imply? Maybe I do need the instructions. Can you hatch, you stupid little egg? Tamagotchi character will hatch in about 5 minutes. What the bloody am I supposed to do till then? Is this like those Facebook games where it takes real time for something to happen? Cool. I guess we just wait then. Guys, if we hit 7,000 subscribers, how can I put this? While it hatches, let me tell you, why was the Tamagotchi so addicting? It was something very different because all of a sudden there was this little thing in your pocket that just kept beeping all the time because it wanted attention. It was like a cat, but instead of running up the curtains, it just beeps. It saved so much furniture. And the reason people kept playing with it was the guilt trip. If you left the Tamagotchi, it would actually die. And people did not want that. They did not want their little pet to perish. Kids should have gone to their parents like, look how responsible I am. Now pay me money for being responsible with my Tamagotchi. Oh, hang on. It hatched, but it didn't make a sound. What the fuck? Why have you done that? You guys can see that, right? It's doing nothing. I don't know what the plan is there. I can't bloody see what's even on the screen, mate. I've got the choice to either give him a meal or a snack. Food. Meal. He's eating. Is that it? Is he fat now? He's just jumping around like a fucking prat. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I can't really figure out how any of these buttons do anything. For the sake of the video, I have a Tamagotchi, okay? It's there. He's just bouncing around like a prat in the background. Like, I'd love to know what that is. It's just a happy blob. What am I supposed to do with a happy blob? How do I feed a happy blob? The happy blob will just sort itself out. But enough about where it came from and what it does. Horror stories. So I've Googled it. I don't know if there are any. On some Tamagotchi Plus models, I heard the death sequence is kind of creepy. After the Tamagotchi gets up after falling down, the screen will flash as the Tamagotchi slowly slides to the right while smiling. Once they reach the right side of the screen, they turn into a tomb. This is the kind of stuff I yearn for. This. Someone I went to school with swallowed the chain that the originals came with. That's my only horror story. At that point, you just send it and swallow the whole Tamagotchi too. When I was a kid, I had a music star with a Gotharuchi on it. One day when it was supposed to go to sleep, it got angry and the anger sound started to play. It went on for hours and none of the buttons did anything. After hitting the reset button and clicking download, the Tama was gone. one that had a new egg. Mine's still dancing like an idiot. I can't get him to stop. If there was a way to plug something into this so I could just put him on the screen and show you guys what he's doing, I would. So I'm just going to assume that lots of people still own a Tamagotchi. It's mad that they're still selling them. It was 20 quid. The Tamagotchi I got was 20 quid, my dude. That's so much money for something that was created in the 90s and doesn't even have like a massive market now. Now I'm very curious to see if they're actually on the Play Store as well. There is a game called My Tamagotchi Forever. That's fun, pretty cool, by Bandai Namco, so it is an official game. You basically still look after a pet. You've just got it on your phone now. The variation of digital pet that I actually played the most. Now this is either going to be a mega throwback for some of you, or you're going to be like, what the fuck is that? That's terrifying. Here it is, the U-Bot. You guys remember U-Bot? Did any of you ever play U-Bot? You essentially uploaded your face to the computer. You had a character and then you just looked after your character, but they could die too, like they did. Mine died. I went away for a really long while. I think it was a couple months, and when I came back, my U-Bot was no more. But yeah, like as you can see, the videos as well, 14 years ago, 9 years ago, 15 years ago, they advertised it on Nickelodeon back when Nickelodeon was still Drake and Josh and stuff like that. This is like nostalgia, the kind of nostalgia that makes you feel weird for a second. That's what this is. If the pet gets sick, a skull icon appears next to the pet as it sits still at the bottom of the screen. Pet can be cured by pressing the medicine option. However, it may need to be pressed more than once. I just hit him with the paracetamol button. Just inject him like 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Eat that. The pet's life cycle stages are baby, child, teenage, adult, and special.
I was a special kid.
Usually the pet's age will increase once it has awakened from its time sleep.
I am awakened and I am old.
The Japanese Tamagotchi toys usually feature a ghost and a headstone when the pet dies. But English language versions have been changed to show an angel at death. Really? They nerfed the Tamagotchi as well. Then they introduced connectivity so you can play with people. There's marriage and family on some of them. The player can also choose to have their pet marry a random pet brought in by the matchmaker. It's an arranged marriage? No way. As of 2009, there have been over 44 Tamagotchi versions released since their creation. There's video games as well on the Game Boy, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Super Famicom, Nintendo DS, Wii, and even the Nintendo 3DS. That's a lot of games. And now they're mainly on mobile. Android, iPod Touch, iPad, and iPhone. iPod Touch, is that still a thing? The iPod Touch lived to 2022. That's criminal. They milked the shit out of that. They made a movie. Go check that out if you want to. I didn't realize the Tamagotchi universe was still alive and kicking. I thought, you know, they were just living on pure nostalgia. My arse hurts. So many people have made a song called Tamagotchi, I didn't realise. There's also the official Tamagotchi store in, guess where? Japan. Good guess. There is a Tamagotchi store in London as well. If I knew that, and I was closer to London, maybe I could have gone there, you know, for the sake of the video. Unfortunately, I am nowhere near London, but I kind of want to see the Japan one. Look at that. I didn't realize people were still buying Tamagotchis. Goddamn. Tamagotchi Store Tokyo. That's just clutter. I kind of want to go in there and just rip all the little plastic tags out that come with it. Because the moment you do that, they all start hatching, so that would just be hilarious. Does the Camden store look any good? I guess it's the kind of store you'd expect to see in London, yeah. Yeah, not gonna lie, that does not surprise me at all. It just, yeah, it looks like a London store. At least you can bloody see that screen. I can't see anything on this. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make a fun video on the Tamagotchi, and that's it, I guess. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. I will also see you in the next video, hopefully. I love you all. Take care. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not quite sure what to make a video on today.